alligator is doing this for fun or if this is them hiding better. The evidence, the studies so far have been inconclusive.
Or also attracting birds.
Or attracting birds, which would help with camouflage. Right. And it's like, yeah, so humans using tools is not that good.
I used to have a bearded dragon, and sometimes I would put a pencil on her nose, and she would sit there with a pencil across her nose.
Hell yeah.
It's super duper cute.
It's fucking cute.
Uh-huh. It was funny because her name was King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, some of the studies they've been doing, because there's that meme where people get all the easy buttons and they set them out for their pets, and then the pet can walk up and hit the food button or hungry.
Yeah, most of the cats and dogs are taken to them quite well.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this turn out because it's 50-50. You know, we already know a mouse can walk up to a button. One gives it food, one gives it water, one gives it electricity, and they learn, oh, this is the eating button. Oh, this is the pain button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see. They're just doing like more in-depth real studies, not just at home. I put a camera in front of my dog, but how far they actually are comprehending what they're doing, or if it's like, if I hit this button, we go outside. If I hit this button, he pet me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the pain button, welcome to Blank Bodies.
Oh, is this how we're starting?
Yeah.
It's like the lament
cold
configuration.
Yeah.
Lament configuration.
Lament.
That's also a new toy. Brought to you by Hasbro.
Ooh.
Don't play with it.
Ouija board.
Yeah. Times 2.
This has
Also, don't play with that.
None of these things have anything to do with what we're talking about today, except playing with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
It's going to be a lot of playing
American
with
company,
it.
right?
That's true.
No.
But we're talking about playing with yourself today. Mm-hmm. This is Blank Bodies, a Vampire the Masquerade horror and V5 podcast. I'm Hunter, and I'm joined, as always, by...
I'm John.
I'm sad we're not going to share the alligators wearing sticks as hats, but I'm Sarah. Hello.
And we're joined, as always, by the Lorebot,
The
James.
one. The only. 2.0.
I did not.
We bought some RAM and found a hole and stuck it in there.
We downloaded more RAM.
That's exactly how that works.
The one, the only 2 terabyte hard drive Lorebot.
I'm in an immense amount of pain, James.
Yeah,
We
I
gave
think
him 2
Skipper.
terabytes?
Yeah, I think Skipper found the wrong hole.
Shit.
Yeah,
There's so much oil.
That boy's only got a single terabyte hole. I told you to slow down.
I was excited he could hold more info. Put a couple movies on there.
Revisit the consent episode.
Yeah.
I did not.
But yeah, today we are talking about Larry Flint, the creator of Hustler magazine, one of the wildest people who's ever existed, and one of the most controversial figures in American history. So this is going to be an interesting one.
And this is a country that elected the guy, just most American presidents. I was trying to think of the old Hickory. What the fuck is his actual name?
Old Hickory.
He battled at New Orleans. He was like the 5th president.
Taft?
No, Taft. No.
He got stuck in a bathtub.
Oh God, I hate this because my brain's like Jefferson. I'm like, no, that's the one that fucked a teenager. Shit. Had crazy white hair, was like super racist, like even for the time period. Andrew Jackson.
Oh, yeah, that's who I was thinking about, too. The unhinged psycho.
Yeah.
The one who's just like, I'm here to duel as many people as possible and kill them all.
Yeah, just like our earliest Florida man.
Our earliest Florida man.
Yeah, and Larry Flint is still just like
wacky. So this is the bonus episode for the Ventrue episode. We have episodes, actually, but we haven't really decided what we're going to do for all of them, if we'll do this. But we started making...
NPCs.
Yeah, made some NPCs. These guys shared theirs at the end of theirs. And I ended up, started just taking notes because I thought Larry Flint would be, a fun inspiration for, an NPC, a little different. And then it kind of turned into a script by accident when I realized I was on page 2 of my notes. So, yeah.
Content.
But I will warn people ahead of time. This is a bit of a ride. I'm going to try and keep things PG-13. We might make some funny ha-has, but we're not going to go into too much detail. But this episode does contain Supreme Court cases, bestiality, bombs, serial killers, and a lot of love.
The wet kind.
And the dry kind.
Ew.
So, but he is a really important figure in American history, which is weird because I actually couldn't find a single documentary about him. There's the movie about his first court case, and there's a lot of interviews with him. There's a really good one on that's from the Henry Rollins show, where Henry had him on to talk about like free speech in America. That's super interesting. It's like 15 minutes. There's one lady on YouTube who made a documentary about him. But otherwise, like, your best bet is like Barstool Sports Podcast, who actually did a 2-part series about him that's actually pretty good. In the second part, they have one of his friends and adult actress Lisa Ann on, and she talks about like their friendship. They were good friends.
Huh.
Yeah, you probably remember her from Nailin' Palin.
Oh, that poor lady.
Anyway, but yeah, he pretty much set the precedent for all free speech laws in this country to some degree. He also may have leaked one of the first lady's nudes in his magazine. We'll get to that, though. So he's a very, very controversial figure.
This guy.
Oh, my God.
I call him an American hero, and while I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment, especially like on the impact of the things he did and stood up for, not a spotless little ray of sunshine. So
Story time.
Yeah.
Story time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Larry Flint was actually born in Lakeville, Kentucky in 1942.
Of course he's from Kentucky.
That's not surprising.
I don't blame anyone here for not knowing where that is, even though we've all like been to Kentucky a lot. The town is so small that to this day there's not even a Wikipedia page about it. The county that it's set in has just over 13,000 people in it for the entire county. And it was the poorest county in the nation during the Great Depression.
Oh my God. Nobody worked. Holy shit.
His father was a sharecropper.
Oof.
Who left to fight in the war. Starting the controversy early, though. But according to him, he lost his virginity at the age of 9 to one of his mother's chickens.
Oh, no.
Well, he was in Kentucky.
No, that's bad.
No.
I'm not saying excusing the behavior. I'm just saying, are we surprised? All of us have watched Gummo, and that was supposed to be like a picture of the Midwest.
Yeah.
In the 1940s.
I'm saying it's probably worse in the 1940s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not excusing it. We didn't give Columbus a pass. We can't give him a pass either.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck no.
He's a chicken fucker.
Yeah, actually, the story's probably not true. For a little sadder are some interviews that talk about he may have actually just been assaulted by a random man and told the chicken story as a joke.
Yeah.
But he liked the chicken story so much that
He
while
just
there's no photos of it, there's rumored to have a statue of himself having sex with a chicken in his mansion.
Gross, but hilarious.
Oh my God.
So
when you stick the landing on your fuck up and you just go with it.
that might be a big cope, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shame this person, I guess, for choosing a way to cope with their trauma, but like, fucking hell, man.
that's a wild
Hell.
Yeah. But really, it really started when he ended up buying his mom's bar. The family had started doing a little better. They'd moved around a little bit for themselves as he got older, and his mom ended up starting a bar that he bought from her. That ended up growing into the first Hustler Club.
Oh my God.
And then he ended up doing so well that they franchised.
Neat.
Yeah.
They started doing a newsletter. That's what in 72, and they wanted to grow it into a full magazine, so he just stopped paying taxes. And he used the money that he was supposed to be paying towards his taxes to fund the publishing of Hustler after Everyone else refused to publish it. He just stopped paying taxes for a while and did that instead.
They're like, we're not going to post your nudie pics.
It
He was like, well, fuck the government. I'll post my nudie pics.
It was his taxes and his bank loan fees. And this is one of my favorite stories, but after he started making money with the magazine and the bank was getting on him to pay it back, he filled multiple wheelbarrows with pennies and had some of the club's dancers, clad only in bikinis, walk them into the lobby of the bank and was just like, here you go, here's the money I owe you.
I enjoy that.
Hey, it was all in the barrel, and that's good, because we had, I believe, a story about a month ago where a similar thing happened to a mechanic in Indiana, but his boss decided to do the same thing, but have the pennies be drenched in motor oil and dumped out on his front lawn with a hate letter. No. So, his lawyer was just like, not acceptable. Not acceptable, bro.
No, but,
Double the money.
Yep.
double the money. Also, I'm just like, well, that was a bit of a fun day at the bank.
Would it, though? Would you like to roll, like, thousands of dollars worth of pennies?
I'm getting paid by the hour. Fuck it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like, you know what? She cute.
Also true.
Yeah.
Hello, pretty lady. Thank you for the pennies. I'm going to have the next week be very tedious.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I don't think they had those machines to just slot in the change and just count.
Well, they might have had you can have a non-mechanical, like you just pour it in and it sorts them by sliding. But I mean, if it's all pennies anyways, you just roll it and just put it on the radio and just fucking roll pennies.
And then in 1974, the newsletter grew into a full magazine.
Oh my God. Nice. She blossoming. She thriving.
And almost from the beginning, insanely controversial magazine. And one of the reasons why I tend to put Larry Flint more on the positive side of history, they were the first magazine to feature interracial couples.
Oh my God.
Interracial sex of any sort. Also, one of the first to feature LGBT content. Lesbians, dudes. As he likes to put it, he was just a pervert of the people. He just
Pervert of the people.
It's one of the
That better be the title for this episode. Just Larry Flint, pervert for the people.
He also featured like non-standard body types. Like he's just into it, and at the time that was insane. Like you had like Playboy that was just like tasteful nudes of like women in $1 million houses, and which is fine
And
if
those
that's your
totally
thing. But
real letters that definitely happened.
Yeah, there'd be probably like a plethora of other magazines that would be pushing the standard preferred heterosexual able-bodied breeding types.
And then Larry Flint's over here like, hey, you two ladies want to make out in this barn? And they're like, yeah. Question mark?
yeah.
Go him. Go
Yeah.
them. Have a good time.
Yeah.
And later controversy, and a lot of people accused him being sexist and racist and that sort of thing, saying he kind of carnival barkering a lot of these things. But at the time, there's no one else really doing it. And I think had he not been there and pushed the things he did, a lot of this would still be illegal. I mean, someone would have eventually come along in, 60 years?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put him in the sexist category. It's like when you watch like trans movies from like the black and white era, like Glenn or Glenda. Like if you made that movie now, maybe a little transphobic, but at the
oof.
time it's like so detached from now that
Oh no, crazy thing. So roughly the same time period, I had to write a essay about the movie Network from 1976.
love that movie.
Fucking love that movie. It's why I picked it. So part of the project was I was supposed to find articles from film trade magazines from the time period talking about the production of the movie. And I'm like, well, this was like almost 50 years ago. Good luck to me. Didn't find too much, but I did find reviews of the film from the time period. I was like, okay, I can include these at least in my essay. And holy shit, so much of each of the reviews was just talking about the Diana character and just assuming like, yes, Diana, the plucky woman that like slept her way into her position. I'm like, that's not even in the text of the movie. Like, did you guys watch this movie? And they're like, yeah, it's really cute how the actress that's portraying Diana's character is like walking in with this like serious boss lady attitude. You can tell she means business. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, this wasn't that long ago where they're just like, a lady in work wearing trousers? My God.
How cute.
So, yeah, I could imagine people just being like, oh my God, there's a brown person and a white person holding hands? That's a carnival sideshow. How dare?
Yeah.
That probably was a carnival sideshow in several carnivals.
Yeah. Carnivals were not the best.
But we'll come back to that because that does come back up in the story, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
But in 75, one of their first issue to sell 1 million copies was the issue that contained nude photos of Jackie Kennedy, who at the time was with her second husband and known as Jackie Onassis.
Oh, no.
So...
Okay, were those actually the nude photos of Jackie Onassis?
Those were actually the photos.
No.
But hard tell how much Larry knew. Mm-hmm. It was later found out that her husband had sold them to him for $18,000 out of spite. Mm-hmm. And so we're not sure how these were presented to him. All we know is that her husband was the one who sold them to the magazine to publish.
Oh, that's so fucked
so
up.
we have no idea if this was, hey, I have revenge porn, or just like, hey, do you think people want to see Jackie Kennedy's titties?
The answer is yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
duh.
It's the first issue to sell 1 million copies. He was able to buy a mansion off one issue.
That's
insane.
crazy. It's just, yeah. Oh God, what was the massive celebrity nude leak a couple years ago? The fappening.
Oh, yeah.
Called?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, this has just been a problem in society for decades. Ugh.
I'm just glad to find a lot of those were deep fakes too.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, a lot of it. Like they were like, I think at the end of it, they found out like 25% of them were real, and then most of them were deep fakes.
I didn't know
So-
that. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean-
I believe, again, I can't remember. I didn't fully keep up with the story, but I was hearing like trickle down information of like, that's not actually ScarJo naked.
Yeah, we definitely need to look at that. Regardless, it's still super gross and fucked up, and don't do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
If somebody sends you nudes, that is for you only.
Yeah, that is a private thing.
They go in your
Unless
private...
explicitly stated that you can share them, don't share them.
Yeah.
One time when I was working back on the warehouse dock, a FedEx driver showed me naked photos of his wife.
That's weird.
That's weird.
It was really weird because they were both like in their 70s.
I mean, good for them,
I was a
but
plucky
like,
young lad of like 26.
There was one time when I worked at Amazon on the dock that there was this terrifying skinhead dude that worked there. And one time he was telling me that his wife could perform fellatio to the point that your knees would buckle, and that I should come over sometime so that she could show me. And I was like, first of all, you scare me just by yourself. Like, he was a scary ass dude. And second, I doubt that he had talked to her about it.
yeah,
You know, I think it got kind of that vibe off. Made me weird.
yeah, it's super weird. I'm sorry I had to deal with that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was just
like,
weird.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
was
well, this is gross.
I don't want to do anything with your wife, pal. Thanks for the offer, I guess.
I mean, good for you, but like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, my reaction to that guy was just like, oh, cool.
Neat. Look at that.
Well, good for her.
She put a lot of work into that, man. You should like take her out to dinner because that's a skill. That requires effort and practice. It does.
Well, in 1976, he had his first obscenity trial.
Oh my God.
This is, I believe,
I'm
it was,
surprised it took that long.
like, from the state of Ohio,
Of course, Ohio.
where one of the hustler clubs was at.
Of course, it's Ohio.
If you want to learn more about this specific trial, we got to keep moving just because there's a lot of history to get through. But that's what the movie The People versus Larry Flint is based on, this very first case. And one of the most insane gotcha moments I have ever seen. He was convicted and sentenced to 7 to 25 years. But I believe he was released after about 6 days after the court case was reviewed by the Supreme Court. So if you want to learn more about that, though, the movie The People vs. Larry Flint is based on it, and he's in it.
Oh,
And
does he play himself?
No, he plays the judge who sentenced him to 25 years prison.
That's such a good fuck you.
Yeah, that's a good way to be like, fuck you, Ohio.
And he's played by Woody Harrelson.
All right.
Oh,
One of
okay.
his earlier roles.
That does sound like a decent watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
a,
maybe on the stream for the patrons.
yeah, we could do that as a patron movie. It's a fun one.
Hell yeah.
Court drama gets wild. Not his wildest study, as we'll find, though. See, he was in another obscenity trial 2 years later in 1978. Details of that one aren't as wild, but that was the trial where he was shot by Joseph Paul Franklin. Guy's a fucking loser, but if you look him up, he is a serial killer, and not just any serial killer. He was a white supremacist who only murdered interracial couples, and said that he decided to shoot Larry Flint after seeing an interracial couple in an issue of Hustler. He just said, oh, I'm going to shoot this guy.
What the fuck?
Wow.
And this is the shooting that left him partially paralyzed, and gave him permanent spinal cord damage to what gave him his wheelchair, the iconic gold wheelchair that he would ride around in.
Of course he has a gold wheelchair.
It's sick. It's
I would have a
so
golden
sick.
wheelchair if I could.
And we found the Ventrue moment.
Yes.
You've disabled me. I'm gonna turn this.
Well, he's
into
already
a
living
fit.
in a mansion.
It's a
Yeah.
flex now.
Like,
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
I am permanently in a throne. Fuck you.
He actually later went on national television because after Franklin was sentenced. Actually, I believe he was caught later on, and
Okay.
he confessed to it.
Oh my
I
god.
believe that's what happened.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Flint went on national television and asked for them not to give him the death penalty,
Oh.
saying that he believed that the government shouldn't never be in the business of killing people.
You know what? He's right.
Fuck. Better morals than some people. Good job, Larry.
He actually said, "What about the families of all the other people that he murdered and like assaulted?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter what they think. The government should never get to choose who gets to live or not."
Yeah. No, he's right.
Yep.
No. We just put that psycho in a box forever.
Like, no, I'm sorry. You get to live in the box. No, you don't get Netflix. Suffer.
He also, at the time especially, claimed that he thought it was a hit job put out by ultra-conservative members of the government and certain intelligence agencies. He named some politicians, but I wasn't sure exactly who they are. You can read more into it. He even at one point suspected MK Ultra connections.
Yeah, I don't know how much about the validity of that, but, there was... I think this was roughly around the time period when information about, like, COINTELPRO was starting to drop, where they were, like, trying to, like, tell MLK to kill himself and all sorts of wacky shit where you're just like, bro, what the fuck? And, they also, like, murdered Fred Hampton, and... So it's like, it's not out of the wheelhouse, but I don't know.
Very quickly later, 1983, he leaked the Sting tapes from the FBI's case against John DeLorean. I don't know if you know who John DeLorean is.
Like the car guy?
Yes, another very good Ventrue character. John DeLorean was the guy who invented the DeLorean, the car with the big cool wings that come out,
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Turns out he was having them partially manufactured overseas, shipping all of the stuffing all of the hollow parts of the cars full of cocaine, bringing them into the States, unpacking them, putting in the car padding, and then selling the cars. He was making more money off dealing coke than he was on selling the cars.
I mean, it was the 80s.
I hate that, but it's also fucking hilarious. Like,
I
have these solid steel cars. What do I fill them with? Cocaine.
I now realize that if I have a vampire with resources and a flex and is extra, must have a DeLorean now. Not for the Back to the Future reference, but just be like, there's so much cocaine residue in this car.
I think they brought them back
Smack's hood.
when we were in like high school.
Yeah, there was a weird, like resurgence of DeLoreans.
Yeah.
I think the DeLorean company exists now.
It do, but I mean, no, get the old one.
I'm just saying, I'm glad we spent trillions of taxpayer dollars on the war on drugs.
Yeah,
That
right.
failed.
Yeah.
And the reason the tapes were so controversial is because they were agents were recorded threatening him, including telling him that if he didn't represent himself, someone might cave his daughter's skull in.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So it was a big fucking deal.
Wait, the agents were the agents threatening the DeLorean guy?
Yeah,
or,
and that's what was on the tape that Larry Flint leaked.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh
So-
no. Law enforcement officers were abusing their power and harassing technically innocent citizens. Oh my God.
This led to another trial for Larry. This is one of the more infamous ones. Though I believe he avoided prosecution for the tapes. He walked into court wearing the U.S. flag as a diaper and was given 6 months for desecrating the flag.
Why is that a crime?
Oh, I would have demanded
How is
somebody
that a
check the
fucking crime?
I would have been like, no, I demand to watch somebody inspect this flag and show me where the desecration is. I want you to identify
Well, I know
my
it's
stains.
technically, quote unquote, against the flag code to wear the flag as clothing. But also, I'm like, we're in the United States, which is, you know, the big oorah freedom of speech thing. And I'm like, what's the more American than doing any fuckery with the flag?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have only been more American if he walked in with an eagle on his arm.
Not only that, but I believe he's infamous for doing this in multiple of his court cases, but I believe this was the one. Like I said, a lot of his stuff is hard to pin down because there's not a lot of good info out on him yet. There's a couple documentaries in the works now, actually.
Ooh.
But he is wheelchair bound. And it turns out that the courthouse that they are having the hearings did not have a single wheelchair accessible bathroom.
Oh, no.
Not only that, but the court didn't own a single wheelchair accessible vehicle.
What?
And because he was under arrest at the time, they had to make arrangements to where every time he had to go to the bathroom, he got to have his limo drive him to the nearest public hospital where the police had got to escort him to the bathroom. Which he liked to do a lot, apparently. He's
Well,
ran-
yeah.
Well,
If
yeah.
I was in there, I'd be like, I have to pee. And then we'd get back and I'd be like, I gotta poop.
I just, at that point, I was like, guys, I think it would have been cheaper for y'all just to fucking have at least one bathroom somewhere in the goddamn building. Like, jeez fucking Christ.
I think they...
Yeah, but they would have put it on like the third floor.
Elevator. At least they could have gotten him on an elevator or some shit.
If
like,
they had one.
yeah,
They
God.
probably didn't have one.
Like, fucking disability access bullshit. Like,
Yep.
my God. It's still so bad. It's still so bad.
Year later, he was in another court case.
Oh, God.
Now, this one is one of the best quotes of all time.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Strap in, fam.
Yeah.
So, at one point, this is a Supreme Court case again, by the way, I should note. And at one point, being so upset with what the court was doing, he ripped open a t-shirt to reveal a custom printed t-shirt that just said, "Fuck this court." And while being dragged out of the court by police, he referred to the justices as nothing but 8 assholes and a token cunt.
Fuck.
Wow.
I don't know why they would have to drag him out of court. He's already in a wheelchair. You just kind of push him. Like, that feels like an extra layer of fuck you.
I don't know if it's dragging or if he was just like pushing the motorized forward button.
Oh,
just like,
God.
But I thought you'd find this funny. At the time, the token cunt was Sandra Day O'Connor, so kind of had it coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
Yep.
that's valid. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Later that same year, he ran for president as a Republican.
What year was this?
1984.
Okay. Like,
I think he did it as a joke.
yeah, because, like, it's... I mean, this is definitely after the party flip, so the Republicans were super, like, and this was Reaganomics bullshit.
But
But
like,
they, I mean, they were fascist, but they weren't like.
they weren't terrible.
No,
You know what I mean?
Republicans at this time were weird because it was just like half of them were just like, look, we just don't like paying taxes.
When libertarians were actually still considered part of the Republican
Yeah,
Party.
and then the other half were just drank the fucking evangelical Kool-Aid and are just the asshats that are just everywhere now. So I'm just like, I mean...
Also, remember, anybody can run for Republican candidate. They have no standards.
That's true. They keep letting Ted do it.
I mean, he doesn't even look like he qualifies as a human.
Oh, buddy.
And
If for some odd reason you're listening to this, fuck you, Ted.
We're a gaming podcast.
Any other Teds, you're fine. It's the crews we care about.
The Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually went 3 full years without another case.
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
he, had,
shit.
he, had,
Wow.
he had a break. He had some chill time.
It's a little extended period. Before being sued by Jerry Falwell.
Oh my God. I called it.
Yep.
Oh my God.
The conservative preacher, one of the first television evangelicals, I believe.
Didn't Jerry Falwell get in trouble for doing drugs, or am I confusing him with somebody else?
He had his own controversy. I'll be honest, I didn't really look much into extra stuff about Falwell.
Oh, I don't blame you. It's just there might be some of those Zoomers that have no idea who the fuck Jerry Falwell is.
Yeah, fire and brimstone. If you want salvation, you'll send me half your paycheck as tithing. Kind of TV guys.
Oh, the prosperity gospel bullshit.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Flint was not a fan, and they used to run old ads. I believe it was for Drambuie. It was an old alcohol. I think it was Drambuie, but they would have celebrities, public figures. They'd pay them, and they'd tell like a story, important story of their life. Public figure be like, and the first time I ever tried Drambuie was when I was on the set of the hit film, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they'd pay, and they'd run these ads in Hustler. Well, Larry decided to create his own about Jerry Falwell, who was partially just mad at the implication that he drank alcohol because he was a
Southern Baptist.
Southern
They're
Baptist.
cool with all that.
Not at all. But in the magazine, at Fake Ad, Flint wrote a story about the first time Mr. Falwell tried Drambuie was fucking his mother in an outhouse and trying to decide which stank more, his mother's pussy or the outhouse itself.
Oh,
Drambuie.
Speaking of awful, so I just did a quick Google on Jerry Falwell. He was one of the founders of Liberty University, and he was born in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah. So there you go. That's all you really need to know about this man.
But yeah, that man was
Fuck.
very upset that Larry Flint
Made up a tall tale about
him
banging
losing
in an outhouse?
his virginity in an outhouse to his mother.
Oh my God.
Larry Flint ended up winning the case, and according to Falwell, the two of them became friends, but according to Larry Flint, they became acquaintances. They debated each other a lot in like college campuses and stuff. Would have been awesome to see, but very cute quote from Larry said, "One thing my mom always told me is that no matter who the person is, if you get to know somebody, you'll find qualities of anyone you can like."
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a cute... he tells that on the Henry Rollins interview I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I'll probably link that below.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, and things kind of slid down. It's late 80s, early 90s. No one really gave a shit about porn, at least for a while.
Well, it's like, because
Yeah.
this was also the start, because I think this was like start of like really early internet. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and the internet is just like magazines. That's adorable.
Yeah, his next big event was not until 2012, where he offered $1 million reward for anyone who could bring him information on Mitt Romney's unreleased tax returns.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
Oof. Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let's see, in 2015, surprisingly, he endorsed Hillary Clinton for the
'cause-
2016 election. I mean, for who he's running against.
Yeah, for that election cycle, it's like,
Who she's running against.
yeah. I was like, well, wait, was that during the primaries or?
He said it was in 2015 that he was endorsed. So
Yeah, it might have been just the election. I mean,
he at that point he was an old man. He also described his views at that point as progressively liberal. After being very largely libertarian, I would almost describe him as an anarchist based on some of the shit he's said and done.
oh yeah, like the more like
Anti-government and
just quashing hierarchy or quashing unjustified hierarchy kind of
Yeah.
anarchy. We're just like, look, unless this is actually really important, fuck off.
yeah, he is also very proud patriot, very pro-America. He's gone around the world actually and spoke on why having a First Amendment is what makes America so unique. But 2017, he offered a $10 million reward for anyone who had evidence to impeach Donald Trump.
There you go.
$10 million.
You got any? So many people need to be given $10 million.
Right, yeah.
Jesus.
But it had to successfully get him impeached.
No, that's
so,
fair. You had to get through the process. Yeah.
and he had to give it to him.
Uh,
So, unfortunately, he later passed away in February of 2021. So last year, not that long ago. I think
Yeah.
that's why we're still in the cycle where books and movies are starting to be written. Unfortunately, those things don't tend to really start until after a person passes away. And it was something that Henry Rollins actually brought up in his interview with him. But it's like, I feel like a lot of people don't really understand how big those Supreme Court cases he was in were, or how like influential they are on American law even today.
yeah, well, like, because when those were happening was when there was you're in the Nixon and Reagan era, which is a big part of the quote unquote moral majority. And there was a big reactionary backswing against like the hippie movement and a lot of the counterculture stuff that happened in the 60s and 70s. People were like, no, we need to fight the communists and the sin, and we can't let the gays have a Stonewall or women have credit cards. Literally, women could not have a bank account or credit card on their own until the 70s. Like, it's fucking wild. And yeah, so yeah, having codified by the Supreme Court laws in the states where they're like, yeah, you can have your titties out, whatever. Like, like that. It's such a fucking societal fundamental thing that like, yeah, no, we need to have that shit. Otherwise, we start whacking people's sticks to go back inside because, your skirts is not long enough. No.
Get like a broom.
Yeah. Get back in there. Yeah.
It's weird because
Dab it.
a lot of this feels so prescient now. I feel like we're almost in a second moral majority period, but it's divided along such weird lines now that everyone's like very confused about what's happening.
Oh my God. So not excited for Web 3.
It won't happen. Web 3 won't happen.
Oh God.
At least by any terms that are being presented now. Like the metaverse shit's so fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
Like Facebook's stocks dropped 50%. They're still using young people. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
That's not going to go fucking anywhere.
No, it's not. And I love how just fucking Zuckerberg is just like, oh, I see these laws that they're doing in Europe. I'll pull the service. I'm pretty sure Europe's going to be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Sure,
Well,
fine.
And even getting into like the obscenity laws, like there's a lot of push for regulating the internet disguised as protecting trafficked people or sex workers, and that's not at all what it's doing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, look, if a grown-ass adult wants to be a cam girl, I'm like, fuck it, you're doing the Lord's work, my dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Anyone.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that's the problem. And what I think also what people don't remember, especially in like the late 70s, early 80s, is that these weren't conservative ideals. These were like Democratic and Republican candidates all pushing for this. That's what made the moral majority scary, is that it was everyone. Like all these people in power were like, oh, we can't have this in the media. Oh, we can't have...
There was like Tipper Gore with the parental advisory bullshit on songs. And
It was one of the few very truly like cross-party line movements we've had in the U.S.
we can't have these kids getting into rock and roll and thinking drugs are okay. They're going to worship Satan and my chick tracks.
Actually wrote a college paper on it in college.
Yeah.
But that is also a really interesting court case if you haven't looked into it. The obscenity trials they held, where they had like Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys, Frank Zappa, and lead singer of Twisted Sister Dee Snider were like the three main people they had come in, which is really funny because there's all those like edgy bands at the time. Like they could have had lead singer of the Mentors come in and just ruin it for everyone. Yeah. The guy who later claimed he killed Kurt Cobain, by the way.
Yeah, and thankfully they got three like the most articulate guys in rock at the time.
Yeah, they're like...
I will say, when you said Tipper Gore, I don't know how it happened, but your voice turned into Jello's when you said Tipper Gore. Tipper Gore. You can't even do
I
his
actually
voice, but...
fun fact about Sarah. I actually got into show choir in high school because I wanted to learn how to do vibrato like Jello Biafra.
Nice.
My choir teacher fucking hated me.
But before we fully move on, there actually has been some things happen after his death.
Oh my god, what happened to the body?
Well, nothing that I know of, thankfully. But knowing the life he led anyway.
Yeah.
He because he was passed away, some reporters over at Vice were able to obtain the 322 page FBI file.
Oh shit.
On him.
Hell yeah.
Which this is what inspired this episode initially. I read the article about it, and I just started digging. I was like, I know who I'm making my NPC about for this. Then I just kept digging into this guy's life because it was so fucking wild. So fucking much. But the FBI file apparently had proof that while unsuccessful, during one of his court trials, he had tried to hire mercenaries to rig his golden wheelchair with C4 so that if he was sentenced, he was going to blow himself and the entire Supreme Court up in one go.
Oh,
what the fuck? Larry, no!
That's how you fuck the court system!
Larry, that's how you let Reagan win! You can't do that! Fuck!
Reagan gets to nominate all the justices?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, okay, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's pretty metal.
Badass.
It's super metal.
Awful idea.
Terrible idea in practice.
Badass.
It's very V for Vendetta where you're like, in theory, fucking metal. Right. Don't actually do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But
Larry, I'm only going to give you an okay if this is televised and right before you do it, you go, by the way, we need to overhaul the court system.
I just like the fact that he researched it and then eventually decided not to, but he reached out to people and like, so how much would this cost? Just wanted to know.
He had fuck you money and just enough Kentucky hold my beer.
Yeah. So here's where the episode has to get a little unfun for a second.
Okay.
Have to acknowledge the negatives of a person as well.
Yeah.
There, like I said earlier, there have been many allegations of misogyny, sexism, racism held against him. They're very hard to make concrete, and I also don't think that pornography is inherently anti-woman, just because they have interracial couples or hints at incest or those kinds in your magazine doesn't mean you participate in those things. There's a lot of wild accusations thrown at him by Christian groups who are like, one of their cartoons had a strip about blah blah blah, which means he's a blah.
Yeah.
So it makes the only one that I was able to find some proof of was a book written by his daughter in which she alleged sexual assault. It seems as if the two of them later made up. He denied the allegations and said that while I never touched her, I was an awful father who was deep into pill addiction and was never there for her when I needed to be. And this is her rightfully swinging out at me, which I'm not going to pick a side. That's for you to do more research than I did. I frankly ran out of time, and I didn't even know about this till I was finishing my episode last night at about midnight. Found this at the very bottom of the Wikipedia article while I was trying to find some dates and was like, oh.
Okay, that's serious. Yeah, we need to include this.
Yeah. So I felt like it wouldn't be right if we didn't bring it up. I'm not going to make a decision there. That's for you guys too, if you care to do the research and look into it. My personal opinion, the man's dead and his impact far outweighs not talking about him. Mm-hmm. And we can still acknowledge that he did some bad things, like maybe fuck a chicken, maybe sexually assault some people. It's a very serious topic, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to weigh in on what did or didn't happen. That's not really my place here.
Yeah. And it's like, well, hopefully his daughter has gotten therapy and she's doing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those, like, I believe her. I can't do anything about it because Larry's fucking dead.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't cancel him. He's dead. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. It's like, well.
Yeah, you're just making sure this isn't all cocaine and rainbows.
So segueing into the fun.
Yeah, so I made my own character for you guys to put into your games. Yeah. My character is named Clive Mason. Mm-hmm. He showed up on the scene seemingly from nowhere. I'm thinking early 70s Miami, but you can move this around to make work with your game.
Of course, it's Miami.
Does he just have like a permanent powdered cocaine stain?
Well, originally Larry was a Midwest guy. I made some changes so I thought would fit a little bit better. And like, no one would give a shit about a vampire who's a pornographer in 2022. So I needed to flip things around to keep that edge to him.
Right.
But so he's a club owner, especially when the disco scene started to get big. I know a lot of punks hate disco and stuff, but it was a very big, like, interracial music moment. It was one of the first really big ones outside of rock and roll, where like a lot of the biggest artists were black and Hispanic, and the clubs were all integrated, and it's kind of just everyone liked disco. It's like, oh shit, this is for everyone. So I think that would kind of fit with the themes of his lifetime. And make him kind of this guy, disco owner in like the early 70s. Gets embraced by a Ventrue. Obviously sees all of these clubs growing up quick, making money. He's like, this guy knows what's happened. He'll make me look good. Sires him. He starts saying, well, wait, I can double dip. What if I have Kindred come in and they can pay to start feeding on people here?
Piggy dipping.
Well, this is the 70s, and it's pretty big that happens in clubs and vampire. Now, at the time, though, in the 70s, people are like, this is going to be a big masquerade breach? And word gets out that, if you start paying the right money, he might be printing a newsletter with some more juicy secrets about what's going in town outside of...
Fuck.
He owns the hot clubs. He's getting all the deets. And... Obviously, this kind of thing pisses off the local board wherever you decide to set your game. They try and shut it down. And so he says, fuck you, allies with a bunch of anarchs and some kindred of the tower, makes more money, keeps expanding his clubs, keeps selling information on all these bigwigs in whatever city you're playing in.
Would this also imply that there's a moment where he gets brought into be seen by the board and he's just like, fuck this board?
Yeah, you could have... See, I wanted a very versatile character. You could play this character. You could put him in the city as just a wild force that does things occasionally. He could hire the party. Your party could be allied against him. But no matter what they do, because he's got friends in so many weird places and has so many enemies in high up places, that getting involved with him either way is really going to complicate shit for your players.
Yeah.
Or for yourself if you decide to run this character, or if you decide to take ally dots. And his sire is his biggest enemy, who has decided that only by killing him will it unsoil his dignitas. So his own sire is trying to destroy him. He's pissed off the board and most of the tower, but he's got so much money and info and so many weird allies that no one can really do anything about him.
That's great.
I enjoy this.
The amount of dead drops ready to go.
Oh my god.
So he's a little, slimy but lovable kind of character. Really can cause the kind of political chaos that'll really shake up a game if you decide to bring that in.
I like it.
Hey, I like the story time.
That's good.
We have survived the Ventrue venture. Ah!
Yay.
We did it! Yay, you did it
didn't even
too.
fill out any forms.
No forms. And thanks for listening to our first whack at a clan deep dive.
Yeah.
Yay! We did it. We got the Twitter results. We're doing La Sombra next.
We are doing La Sombra next. And before we move on, I do want to thank everyone for getting through what is probably the least horny thing to ever feature Larry Flint. So
Hey! Yeah, that was decidedly not horny.
No.
And nobody here has any articles of clothing off that you wouldn't expect.
Well,
No, I'm
you
fully
know
dressed. Oh, shit.
I'm wearing slippers instead of boots. That's about it.
I got Divine socks.
I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks.
Oh, my God.
One of them is thin and like tight against my foot, which I like, and the other one is thin and is neon green with spiders all over.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Halloween socks. Halloween socks.
All year round.
But yeah, no, that was fun. Thank you, Hunter.
Yeah. Hunter.
Hooray!
Thank you, Paralyzed.
Thank you, Paralyze, for the music.
Yeah. He didn't actually write that song.
No.
Oh, that was Blank Body's hashtag TM.
Oh, God.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We got a Patreon.
We do.
Everybody check it out.
We're working on a goal, trying to get things going. Support us if you can. If not, that's okay. You can share us on the Twitters.
We're gonna
Please donate to that Patreon. I have some repair bills.
Yeah, but don't give more than you can. We really appreciate any little bit that you're willing to share with us. I know we have that big $100 one up there as a joke, but every little bit helps. I'd rather have 10 $10 donators than one hundo donator. So
Yes. But yeah, and if you have no dollar dues to share, that is fine. You can share us. We're on Twitter at Blank Bodies. There's Instagram at Blank Bodies Pod. Oliver, I punched it. I don't care. We got all of our links for the show to share in the link tree. Share it with your friends, your family, coworkers. I don't give a fuck.
We also have a Discord.
We do have a Discord. You can come hang out.
Highly active in.
yeah,
We have game stuff.
it's popping off right now. Look,
Yeah.
people are showing some custom dice they're working on, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, got games, got memes, got cute pets, got projects.
Hopefully, we're going to get those movie streams up for patrons soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
looks like we're starting to narrow it down. I'm not going to say anything on air just because the second I do, everyone will change their mind. But we're going to start doing those. Yeah, but we hang out. I mean, people have streamed other stuff that aren't movie nights for everyone, too. I know at one point people were watching, and I was watching with Mummies Alive. We watched the first part of that crazy-ass TV show.
Oh my god, I forgot about that TV show.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
It is.
Yeah,
My
it's-
favorite was the green one.
Of
It was
course.
the snake guy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just wait till we have to cover the Mummy book.
No,
It's
No.
so.
I'm kidding. I'm down.
I wonder if they'll try and bring Mummy back.
Hey, are you part of the writing crew that actually knows what the fuck's happening? You do LARPs, stream games, you write for Storyteller's Vault, cosplay. We do an interview series. You can check them out. We've got some cool ones. If you want to join in on that, email us at blankbodiespod.
If
long
you're a
as-
real vampire,
No. Yes.
seriously, please reach out.
Yes. Real vampires will talk to you. The email is at blankbodies@gmail.
Yes. And if you do anything vaguely spooky, vaguely nerd related, we'll have you on. I know we largely vampire focused, but I like just seeing what's going on in our little gaming community or our little horror community. So, if you're just
spooky.
working on a short film you want to talk about,
Spooky.
hit me up. Yeah.
Kooky.
You make weird music albums about vampires. You make weird albums about haunted dogs. I don't care. Come
You
tell
have
me
creaky
about it.
puppets.
Oh, why would you haunt a dog?
What if it's a ghost dog doing the
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
you think-
they play fetch forever.
Yeah.
If ghosts exist, do you think that ghost animals exist that exclusively haunt other animals?
So one cougar is especially vicious when killing rabbits, and he's just got 12 rabbit souls following him around.
Kind of like the Headless Horseman, where all the rabbit souls bounce around behind him.
Yeah.
There's an idea for your werewolf game.
There you go.
Anyway.
Another freebie right on the fly, guys.
Oh, and a special thanks to Nerdbert, who made our custom character sheet. We're going to be posting the character Clive Mason for you guys, as well as the last 2 NPCs from the last episode.
Yes.
So definitely give them a shout. Check out their sheets.
They do cool sheets. They autofill some of your info, and they look really rad. And you can add watermarks for your clans and shit. They're rad.
Alec has blood splatters all over his
Yeah, there's
character sheet.
There's also a page for keeping track of where you've spent your XP over the course of the game, and that's so fucking
is
helpful.
nice.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking
It
good.
is. Good.
I just got to remember to use it, and then it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. My character is like only bought like 5 dots things since we've started, so I remember just because every time it's like, I want the 5th dot of this lore sheet. I need a 5 dot ally FBI, which is also
Sarah
a lore
is just
sheet.
bapping her head against the mic right
it's
now.
fine. Look, it's fine. I'll make it work. It's fine.
I have a club where they hunt humans for sport. I need some safety measures.
You do. I'm glad you're doing it. That way you don't get that fucked. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey,
It's a wrap.
Wrap, we did it.